Hello everybody and welcome to my channel here on YouTube. My name is Sammy and welcome to, well, my channel called Sammy Chan. Today we're going to be going over one of my first videos. This is going to be go over this drawing I did for my buddy Spoon. A lot of you guys should have seen him if you watch any of my gaming videos with the Isle, Path of Titans. Spoon's normally there. He's a close friend of mine, my co-host, and I'm very thankful for him. So for his support, we went ahead and did a trade. He's the one that actually got me a second monitor. And I went ahead and started to draw his character, Bunny, which you should see recently on Twitch whenever we record, which is basically a Shant from the Isle. And this is like his character. This is what he plays. He's played Bunny for a long time, but I've known him for having this Shant since I've known him. So we're drawing on an 18 by 24 inch sheet of newsprint. I'm doing a headshot and a body shot of Bunny, and we're going ahead and sketching out. This is the headshot I'm using for him. We do have a texture on Bunny, and that's why he looks like a watermelon. Super cute. As you saw from what we started, we had Bunny first with the sketch and just give me a rough idea of what his face looks like. I've done plenty of pre-sketches, which I showed at the beginning of the video. And this is a more vitalized piece that I'm doing of him. I'm kind of planning out his textures, which is the yellows and the greens with the watermelon look, and trying to simplify his look a little bit because the game's a little bit different, and like I want to be as close to it as possible, but it's also very difficult, and I really didn't want to get too much in a bunch about it because I noticed in my art, if I were to get too serious about it and go too realistic, I have a lot of trouble with it. So here we are. I'm actually going in with these pastels. I have learned to love these pastels. These pastels are amazing. So we're going ahead and blocking in the color. We have the darks over here. I went in a little bit of light. That way it's not just black like the abyss. And we're trying to plan everything out, and I think I should be getting ready to blend them out here in a second. Oh, we cut it. I guess we're not. Well, we are blending a little bit. I just kind of already did half. I think my recording died because I didn't realize my camera stops every, I think it's like every 5 minutes of recording. I have to restart my camera to record. But here we are. I was very iffy when I first started drawing with pastels because I didn't like how fuzzy he looked. I like it when my art is very finalized with a very strong line art. So this is definitely out of my comfort zone. But I've learned that after I do all these initial blends and stuff, that I can go in with the same charcoal that I used to sketch with and just kind of finalize it. Makes it feel a little bit better. So here we go. I'm going in, getting a little more fine details. I'm using that dark green to kind of round out his neck and make it look like he's more three-dimensional. I know this angle isn't the greatest for this drawing, but we're doing our best here. For his beak, it was a little kind of tricky because I didn't really want it to be black like the rest of Bunny, but I did want it to be very similar. So this brown was a very we're gonna see if this works or not. And thankfully it did. I did go back in with the black towards like the outsides of the beak, so it had a little bit more dimension. And the brown was great. Here I am cleaning off my hands because you guys won't believe how nasty my hands get afterwards. I gotta be careful about what I touch because it just gets piled on everywhere. Oh, you can see me talk. I was actually on the phone with Spoon. We were in a Discord chat just because, I mean, even outside of us recording, Spoon and I are normally hanging out on a regular, and it was just nice to have someone to talk to while I went ahead and doodled Buddy. And what better inspiration than talking to the guy that I was drawing for? So as you can see, we're going in, I'm getting in these stripes on him just so he's, it's from the reference. He has a little bit of stripes. We're going to put a little bit of stripes. I think at this point we're kind of cleaning up. I really love this color. I really like how his neck blends into the background of the paper. I went ahead and gave him blue eyes. I don't really know why, but he does. He has blue eyes here. So he has blue eyes on the Twitch channel. Why not? I think it's cute. I think on the reference he has blue eyes. Maybe that's why. I don't remember, but I like it. I think it's really cool. This is like my first successful headshot of a dino. I have done a para and a trike before, but this is the one that's really defined, and I just love to see that neck shading. Is a little dark, but that's okay. Here I am, I'm just blending the rest of it in there. If you love charcoals and traditional graphite, I strongly recommend trying this medium. This medium is great. And there's that final line art going through to make sure I define the edges so he's not so fuzzy. It looks like he's just blending it to the abyss. And there he is. That's Bunny. That's his headshot. There he is in all of his glory. And then here we are, we're going to be drawing his body, and I just wanted to show how I kind of define what his body looks like. And to be honest with you, this first one, God, Bunny came out so thick. I mean, look at that big hump going across over his butt. Like, that's what the reference showed me, so I was like, okay, well, I just gotta trust the process kind of thing, right? But this did not come out the way I wanted it. I did want to put this in here. Yeah, here it is. Here's the weird bumpy thing going around his ridge. I wanted to trust the process so bad, but I was like, I mean, we'll just see how it goes. Let's finish it and see how it looks. And this piece ended up not going to spoon because I just felt like it was a bad drawing. I didn't like it. The shading was there, but he looked too fat and I didn't like it. He just looked thick. Not that there's anything wrong with him being thick, but I didn't want to get this as a final product. I do really pride myself in giving out good art and giving the absolute best to people that I sell commissions to. So here I am, like, alright, we're gonna clean up. That's the eraser I used. It's a good eraser, right? There it is. More is plastic. I've had that same eraser since I was in high school. I cannot believe this eraser is still with me. But here it is. Here I am. You can see me headbanging. And here I am, I'm drawing his, oh fuck, what are they called? His osteoderms? Oh god, Spoon, please don't hate me. The little plates that go down his back, so. And I want to give a close-up of the stripes. One of my other mistakes I made with this is I didn't look at the original headshot I did of Bunny. I only looked at the references from him in the aisle. So his head didn't look like the head that I did in the original headshot. So that's also another reason why I didn't really like this drawing. And here he is. Very thick man. And I was like, I'll send this to him. I looked at him more and I was like, nah, we're done. Okay, so here we go. We do a little dance because we're excited because we're going to get this shit done. So here I am. Like, I had it packed up. I was ready to give it to him and I was like, look at that face of focus right there. So, here's Thick Bunny that we are not going to send to Spoon. We're just not. I'm actually having more fun recording, so I'm trying to put a little more personality in this. So here I am sizing up the reference and, you know, swipe of, and I'm trying to like plan everything out, make sure he stays within his dimensions. I strongly recommend drawing a box to help with that. And here we go. Basic shapes, basic line work. Gotta map out where this thick boy is gonna be. This one came out much nicer. I did, like, my goal for the first full body shot was to be more dynamic and kind of, like, stretch it a little bit. But it just wasn't working. So, here we go. Here we go, Bunny on a side shot, which is something I'm much more comfortable with. And this came out much nicer. It's the one I ended up sending to Spoon. Shants are such a weird animal, but they're so huge! I love them. I love Shant. We've also been playing Barspolia in Path of Titans. Absolutely love them. Look at that. I'm super happy. I'm having a good... I don't think I was talking to Spoon this time. This is definitely just me on my own. I think I finished thick-bodied Bunny, and I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I was going to ship it out, and I was like, no. No, we gotta do this again, because we are not shipping this to Spoon. So you can't see. Wait, oh look, it's Raja. I forgot I put Raja in here. Look, it's Raja. He wanted to watch me draw. Hi, baby. That's my 8-month-old little baby. He was being cute. Anyway, now that our official supervisor is here to make sure we're doing a good job, that's probably why this came out a lot nicer. But you guys probably can't see, but on the floor where the camera is at, I put Bunny's headshot on there. So I can actually reference what I drew so that he looked more accurate. And I was more meticulous about the color. I made sure the green blended a little bit more. I didn't want to be stingy with the yellow. Yeah, there's Thick Bunny in my reference. I'm like, yeah, we gotta fix that. Too much green. He needs more yellow. He needs more red. Oh, there's Raja. Hi, baby. He's a good boy. Good boy. Anyway, here we go. Back into it. And I'm trying to break up the colors a little bit more. I'm trying to stick to my reference. My phone has my reference there. You can see me scrolling through all of it. I wanted to be more accurate, but I still wanted to be in my style. I knew that the stripes would pull this all together, and he's pretty thick. My original designs was I wanted to put like a simple background, but I was like, let's keep this more of like a sketchy book. Like I wanted this to be a big sketch that I had, and I just ripped it out of a sketchbook, you know? And there he is, before I blended him. Kinda scratchy. He doesn't look like he can come up with anything, but you know, headbang. Here we go. Have a good time. Hell yeah. You know, people probably don't know this, but I listen to pretty hardcore screamo and rock when I draw. It's my favorite. There he is. Get those stripes in. Oh my goodness. So the focus, the need to do so. God, the black looks so much darker on the recording than it actually was. It's not, it is like a dark color, but it's not super freaking dark, you know? Made sure to get those nice and, well, I wanted them to be even, but I also wanted them to be varied. See how some of them are like thinner in some places, thicker in the other. Definitely playing with this is a good way to go about it. Oh, here we go with those osteoderms. I really hope I'm saying that right, or Spoon will never let me hear the end of it. But it's okay. We're getting it done. At this point, Spoon has actually received his art because he didn't want any spoilers, so this video is going out after he receives Bunny. And it was great. They got there safely. Everything is cool. They went from North Carolina in the US up to Ontario. I almost said California. Ontario, Canada. So I did want to show this. This is how I always recommend, if any new artists here are watching me, to swatch your colors before you do anything. I went ahead and went in with some colored pencils to give it a little bit of background. And I made some sketches on that sticky note on the right, and then I just kind of blended it all out. Really loose. I still want to keep the sketchy, booky kind of feel, and here we go. We signed it. And here is Bunny's body shot. Oh, I love this one so much more. There's Bunny. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave me in the comments, okay? Have a good day!